I killed my best friend for you people. Beside the dying fire, it is time for your Season 2 review, and we kick off.
Season 2 finale review.
Well, you know what I mean. We're wrapping it up here because we're going to get our thoughts on the season at the end as well. But the episode kicks off with a horde of walkers. We're in Atlanta. We haven't been in Atlanta since ages ago. Was there not a deleted scene at the start of Season 2 where they went back with the Fatos, wasn't there?
And the fact that they were dead.
Something like that.
We didn't get that. Must be in the DVD.
That's what I'm saying, it's in the deleted scene. But yeah, the last time we were in Atlanta was way back in Season 1. Here we see it. There's a helicopter overhead. Is this related to the Morse code? 9 years, Rick, I see you. No, all that, man. All this shite, no. Just a bunch of walkers. They're migrating to the countryside. What is this whole gimmick with them? They must be migrating. I don't want to get caught in another horde. No, they're just attracted to noise, and if they're close to each other, they're all going to follow the noise. What, they're making it as fucking migration like it's birds?
I know, I mean, come on.
It's a bit cringy, like, innit?
The whole thing is, they were just happened to be heading in that direction, and then they heard the gunshot, and that's a bit unbelievable as well, you know, that many are fucking, and then the gunshot for Rick, and
then Carl, I mean, they're all there.
It's not really believable, right, but that's what they're going for, so. Who are we to argue, right? They want to, if that's the way they want to do it, then
that's the way
more power to them.
That's the way they'll do it. But Rick and Carl eventually spot the walkers. Rick's like giving a wee pep talk to Carl. It's okay, Shane's okay. He's in a better place. And then the walkers appear. They start running. And then as they're hiding behind a tree, there's somehow walkers in front of them. And it's like, how did the walkers overtake them?
Yeah, how did they get the jump on them, like, you know what I mean?
And then Rick basically says to Carl, right, let's take shelter in the barn, and they manage to padlock the door. Elsewhere, back at the farm, Daryl and Glenn arrive back, basically say that Randall's dead, and it looks as if he turned without being bit. The group can't believe it, but Lori then tells Daryl, you need to go out and search for Rick and Shane. She goes upstairs. Carl ain't there either, you gotta go, man. Woo!
And then Carol is all for finding. She's like, don't worry, Laurie, we'll find him. And she's helping Laurie look for him, but not once did she help anybody look for her fucking own daughter.
She'll happily help.
Isn't that weird?
She'll happily help Laurie look around the house in case he's hiding somewhere. But see the open world, fuck that shit. We don't
the
want
safety
that.
of the fucking barn. I mean, come on.
I know, pretty much. But as we are on the porch, Daryl's about to head out with Glenn again. Spots the walkers coming, damn it. They've surrounded the barn. Herschel then says, right, fuck it. We're not abandoning the farm, we're staying here. Daryl says, well, we're just going to stay here and waste our ammo and kill as many as we can. Herschel's like, hell yeah. And Daryl's like, fine. I mean, Herschel's plan of we kill as many as we can and then we lure the rest of them off with our vehicles. Why not lure the rest of them or all of them at the beginning and don't waste any bullets until you need to?
Because that would have been the smart thing to do. That's why they didn't do that.
I'm all for the cool action scene here, but they could have did this in a better way.
I mean, someone should have just spoke up and said to Herschel, listen, you old bastard, no, that's not how we're doing things.
It would have been as simple as, like, this group were discussing all this inside the house and not the porch, and they didn't realise the walkers were there until, like, the whole of the house was surrounded. That would make a bit more sense why they need to fight their way out of the house and get to the cars. But here it was, we've got to the cars, let's do this plan. Which, I mean, you can fucking poke holes through this. Laugh, right? I mean, can't you?
A lot of holes.
Damn it. Rick, in the barn, lights the place on fire, manages to climb up the ladder with Carl. He then goes out to the porch of the barn. Then we get this montage where they're driving. But I mean, about 5 episodes ago, none of them could shoot for shit. Now they're able to shoot walkers at like 50 mile an hour.
Yeah, I didn't like this. I mean, Glenn's in the passenger seat, Maggie's driving around the farm, and he's getting
not one of them is an assault rifle
and he's
or automatic where you can just spray.
Yeah, he's getting headshots with a shotgun. It's like, Speaking of shotguns, Herschel's got a shotgun. He must shoot, I mean, about 30 shots without reloading. What kind of fucking shotgun's this, seriously?
I know.
Is this like Resident Evil where he's upgraded his shotgun? Like,
Hi to the fucking Mac, he's got infinite ammo. The 0-0, bang, bang, bang.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, ridiculous. Jimmy in the RV, Daryl then basically says, yeah man, you head round there or whatever. Then Rick and Carl like wave him down. He then parks the RV right beside him. Fair enough, good rescue plan.
They jump onto the top of the RV. I'm liking it. Sounds good. But then Jimmy goes to the door of the RV as if he's about to leave, and I'm thinking, why would you do
And the
that?
door's open. Why the fuck's it not closed?
Yeah, it's like, come on, Jimmy. I know it's Jimmy, like we're not supposed to care about the guy, but bit of a shit death.
Yeah, and it's also like I know Rick and Carl climbed down the RV because it's got a ladder, but they could have literally have just did this off the barn roof that they were already on.
Yeah, I just don't get it.
Such a fucking like. See, if you're going to kill pointless characters, don't give them a stupid pointless death.
And I feel like the RV would have been good to have kept.
Yeah, because we see later on that we don't have enough vehicles. Well, the RV can carry literally the whole group.
Yeah, so I mean,
It's a house on wheels. That's the whole gimmick of it, man. But yeah, Rick and Carl managed to escape here. Meanwhile, back at the farm, Herschel's still shooting. Maggie and Glenn are still driving about. I mean, this seemed like it only lasts about 9 minutes, but it also feels like it lasts forever.
yeah.
Laurie is like refusing to go because she wants to know where Carl is. Carl's like,
Carl!
we'll find him. Basically tells him, right, let's get out of here. Patricia and Beth start running. Patricia gets fucking grabbed. She gets ate. Beth then grabs her. Oh no. T-Dog and Andrea show up. Get T-Dog then picks up Beth and Laurie. Carl gets surrounded. Andrea covers her. She gets the zombies, the walkers.
What's Patricia done since the episode where she was snapping the chicken's legs and feeding them to the walkers?
The square root of fuck all, pretty much.
Sounds like it.
Which was interesting nonetheless. But yeah, I mean, Andrea here legit saves Carol's life. She shoots a walker which falls on top of her, and Carol fucking leaves her.
Doesn't
Like,
even think to help or check and see what just. And then when Carol gets picked up by Darrow, and she's later on, they're like, "Oh, I lost her." You didn't fucking lose her. You left her behind. Let's get the fucking facts straight.
I mean, if the McCanns
You lost your daughter and didn't bother looking for her. You didn't lose Andrea, right? You left Andrea behind.
if the McCanns fucking picked up Madeline and threw her down a well, they can't turn around and say they lost her.
Yeah.
They left her.
You left her in the fucking well.
Which is probably what happened, but you know, I mean, the grammar here is incorrect.
Different video for a different day.
That's pretty much it, man. But yeah, the group at this point is head off in their different directions. Andrea's still alive. She's got the gun bag for season 1. Feels like
Got the gun bag with ammo, but the problem is they've fucking wasted nearly all the ammo.
I know.
Not even putting a dent on these. Come on.
I know. Ridiculous. The group are basically all split up at this point. Herschel is with Carl and Rick. He was convinced to go with them. They arrive. Herschel then says, "You gotta get your boy to safety. I'll stay here. You know, fuck this. We're not
See, when you
waiting."
hang about it though, I mean, see the way that surely, even if they all hid in the house and like maybe Daryl just went out on his bike and led the walkers away and like went away from the farm and just like was shooting every minute, the noise would have just lured the walkers. I know they don't. I know they can't do that for TV purposes because they need the farm to be destroyed so they can move on. But I think we need. I don't know.
I almost feel like they could have did something with Randall's group attacking them with the walkers there, which would have made it a bit more, you know what I mean? And then it was like, oh, we can't do that because they're there. You know what I mean?
Randall's group, fucking Randall, Dave, Tony, and a couple of bums.
That raped kids. God damn it, son of a bitch. But yeah, Herschel's like, we have to stay here. We can't leave Laurie behind. Then the rest of the group show, we can leave. Who cares about Andrea? I mean, okay. Alright. And it's like at this point, 2 people who had any remote hostility towards the rest of the group are gone. Shane's dead and Andrea's by herself. So the group are all just up Rick's ass here. I mean, the person who's the most hostile against Rick is Carol.
That doesn't make for good fucking TV.
No, it does not make for good fucking TV show. They run out of fuel in one of the cars. Rick basically beats them.
Well, before that, I mean, like when they're on about where Andrea is, Rick basically says, "Doesn't matter if she's alive or dead, she's gone."
I mean, what happened the 3 seconds ago? Where
We can't leave without Laurie. We need to find Laurie. Carl. I mean, come on.
and then that's what gets me.
Would he have said that if it was Laurie that was there? Would he have turned and says, "Doesn't matter if Laurie's alive or dead. She's gone."
And Herschel is so far up this guy's ass. If he's a good Christian man, surely he must say to him here, that's a human life.
No, we gotta try and find her, Rick. fuck Herschel. He's a bastard, man.
And then that's another thing.
I never liked Herschel. How anyone can think he's better than Dale?
And if Carol turns around and says the fucking truth rather than I lost her, I mean, they would know that she's all right. Like she, you know what I mean? She's fucking could still be alive.
Yeah,
but the way she says it is, oh, I lost her. Don't know where she is.
Why didn't Carol just say she saved me and then I made a run for it and left her behind? That would be more appropriate. Like that's more what happened. But nope, Andrea not there. But that's not their problem. They're gonna move on now. So they start making their way. They don't even know where we're going, to be honest. But one of the cars runs out of fuel. Glenn and Maggie seem a little bit hostile towards Rick here.
Yeah, like I don't know. It just seemed a lot of it seemed forced, didn't it?
It seemed like a lot of the people were like holding Rick responsible here for what happened. It's like Rick's like, oh, we're gonna set up here for it, and Glenn's like, we can't set up here. And Maggie's like, yeah, we can't do it. We'll go, and Rick's like, we're not leaving. I said so.
Like, what the fuck do they want Rick to do?
Yeah, and then
Daryl brings up the point that he found Randall and that he turned without being bit.
Yeah, then Rick drops the bombshell. We're all affected. They all look at him, and Glenn's a bit pissed. Glenn seems like the only one pissed here. Glenn's like, you know, don't you think you should have told us that? And Rick's went, oh, actually, I thought it was better you didn't know. Because Glenn brought up the fact he told them about the walkers in the barn. And Glenn's 100% right here. I mean, hold on. Could you imagine if Glenn never told them about the walkers, right? The walkers escaped, or they found the walkers on their own, and then Glenn turned around and says to the group, well, actually, I thought it was better you didn't know. I mean, would they have bought that? Would they have been like, that's alright, Glenn, aye?
I know. No, they would not have bought it, but for some reason that we're supposed to believe that passes for Rick.
Yeah, it kind of makes it sound as if, well, I didn't know for sure, but, I mean, why would he not share this with the group?
I know. Like, why? Yeah, exactly.
Or at least the members of the group that he feels like are in, like, leadership roles.
I mean, he could have told Laurie, he could have told...
I think Shane, Dale. I think he could have told Dale.
Daryl, since he's the one going out a lot. I mean, Carl, who just sits there and does fuck all, does not need to know.
I don't think she needs to know, like. But I can understand him not mentioning it to the Green family, like, you know what I mean? Because they just... But, yeah, then, like... Then Rick kind of, like, walks off and Laurie's, like, kind of questioning what happened to Shane, and Rick goes, I killed him. So, yeah.
And Laurie takes this bad.
Yeah, Rick's
gives
like,
Rick the cold shoulder.
You seen the way he pushed me, and I wanted him dead. I mean, let's be real. Laurie did essentially 4 episodes ago basically say to Rick, you should kill him.
It's her fucking fault.
And now she's like upset, and it's like it's fucking mad here. Like, but like the way the show is now, and I think until up to Laurie dies, Laurie and Rick never really get on good terms.
Yeah, this is it, yeah.
From here, and it's like... but when you think about it, like, Rick did kind of kill Shane, like, I mean, he could have... Rick could have... He could have dissolved
yeah,
the situation.
he actually never explains it to her. I mean, I guess he doesn't really need to dumb it down, like, but he never really explains it, like... Oh, this is how he took... Well, I know he does say that, like, but he doesn't really... yeah, like, the way he works, he just said, I killed Shane. I know he does go on to say he let him out there,
then
but...
he says, I wanted him dead.
Yeah.
Which is true, like, I mean, he could have stopped it, but... so, yeah, Laurie knows, she's kind of disgusted. Rick reaches out, and she kind of, like, you know, swats him away. It's like, get the hell away from me.
Back at the group,
back at the group, like, the campfire, they think they hear things, like, T-Dog's on lookout.
and they're all basically questioning Rick's leadership.
And then Carol turns to Rick and says, do something. What? No, come on. I mean, I can accept it if Darrow or Glenn or something say that, you know what I mean? Like, but is Carol got any right to turn around to Rick?
If Rick turns around with his 44 Colt Magnum and shoots her point blank in the fucking skull,
best character ever.
Does anyone have a fucking problem with this group? Like, oh, I hate this bitch with a passion.
And then Rick goes, I am doing something. I'm keeping you all safe. Damn it, I killed my best friend for you people. Carl starts crying for like the fucking 10th time in the last 2 episodes.
It's funny, like, Rick openly admits to killing Shane here, and they don't really care. They're more, like, bothered about the fact they're out in the open.
Yeah, it's like, you saw how he pushed me and he tried to compromise us. I mean, the way I see it, I mean, Rick, you were the one making all the shit decisions and Shane called you out for it. But of course, all these people are going to lick your arse and pretend that, you know, everything Rick said was right and everything Shane said was wrong, but, I mean, fuck, even Rick's wife's not with him here, come on.
Yeah. I mean, he says he never asked to be in charge. Well, if you never... Right,
He kind of came and took over leadership.
Yeah, exactly. And he basically dares anyone to leave. He's like, there's the door. And then he turns around and says, final
you stay
warning.
here, you do things my way.
If you're staying, this isn't a democracy anymore.
This is dictatorship. So it's like Rick laying down the... I mean, I think overall we probably underrate Rick as a character. Like, I don't think he's as pish as we make him out to be.
I'd say this is his best as he'll get. Like, I mean, there's the odd few things. But
he is frustrating. Like,
I feel like his best stuff was with Shane.
Yeah, no, I think Rick's up to this point. I think Rick's good. He's just a bit.
It's weird though. It's like
decisions.
for like you see for like other shows that do stuff like he literally became Shane here within half a day.
Yeah, it's like he killed Shane and absorbed all his fucking traits. But
even I think Shane has a problem with democracy. But Rick, it almost seems a bit forced that Rick comes around and says this, doesn't it?
Shane seemed alright with democracy. Even said to Dale, "Here, if you can convince them to like keep him alive, then I'll not say nothing."
Yeah, but it's like, why would like Rick just full turns around and says, "I didn't want to be put in charge. It was kind of de facto," and then he's like, "If you're staying, this isn't a democracy anymore." Would Rick not much rather literally him, his family, and like fucking Daryl and people who are able? I mean, see Beth and Carl, they're just fucking dead weight.
It is dead weight.
Like the definition of dead weight.
Well, if Rick really didn't want to be in charge here, could have said, "Right, someone else take over. I'm done."
Yeah, exactly. But at this point, guys.
But see, you hang about it, like, see if you've got a family and you want to protect them, you want to be in charge, you want to be the one making those decisions.
I know. So Rick's the man.
So I think from that standpoint, Rick's kind of got to be in charge.
No, not the worst thing about all this. He's burying the entire group, and Herschel's sitting there with a fucking smirk on his face.
Yeah, Herschel's like, "Yeah, Rick, you're right." I mean, what happened? What happened to get off my land? I mean,
think about it. I thought about it. He must have fucking thought about it. Yeah. Camera pans up. We see a prison. It's nowhere near the prison they go like. But
the sad thing is, right? I think there is a bit of tension in the group, but I think by the time season 3 starts, the only tension is between fucking Rick and Laurie.
Yeah.
So.
And yeah, more plot holes to uncover here. Actually, forgot to mention something. Michonne showed up and saved Andrea, but we don't give a fuck.
Andrea's tired, on her own. She's been constantly on the go. She's down. I think she's out of ammo because she has to refer to killing walkers by hand. And just when it looks like she's about to die, you see this person in like a cloak walk up with a sword. It cuts the zombie's head off, and it's got like 2 chains with 2 other zombies with no arms, and it's like mouths cut out, and it's like, yeah, this seems like very futuristic shit. This seems like Dead Rising shit. This seemed like something that you'd see in season 10 of The Walking Dead, and you've got that group that wear the masks and stuff. To me, this Michonne character does not fit this early in The Walking Dead.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, we're probably only a couple of months, if that, into the apocalypse when we get this. Ridiculous, but yeah, back to the plot holes. We don't know where to go. Herschel's lived here all his fucking days. So why do we not know where to go?
Yeah, I mean, surely Herschel should know some big landmarks, like, or go, "Hey, there's a building here we could try," or "There's an isolated thing here," or "Hey, I know a guy that used to own a farm. We could check out his farm."
Go get yourself your own farm. All right, well, let's go get it then.
No, I mean, Herschel, they're literally here thinking, "Fuck, we've nowhere to go. We're stranded." I mean, surely Herschel would know the area.
And what about fucking Maggie?
I mean, someone must know something.
I know. What the fuck's their maps at? They're fucking... the group's... That's frustrating, but yeah. A frustrating finale, I think. I mean, it's much better than the season one. I think. I mean, well, I say much better. It's action packed, like, but it's a clusterfuck at the same time.
It is entertaining. I enjoyed it. I mean, it was.
I'll give it a 7, but I think it's just. I don't know.
I'll get.
I think the writing's all over the fucking place at this point.
I'll get a 7 as well. I mean,
Maybe not such the writing. It's just
I'm not gonna
the
lie.
execution.
I'm not gonna lie. Like it was for me, it was disappointing. Like the first episode of Shane. Like I mean,
it's like he killed Shane, and apart from Laurie, no one
cares.
I guess maybe Andrew would have fucking hanged them. Like, and it'd be interesting. What would Dale have thought of Rick killing Shane? Since he's...
I don't know. Dale wouldn't have been okay with it, I don't think.
I know that's what I'm saying. It would have been an interesting scenario.
Because Dale's not like that. Dale would have... You're just as bad as him, Rick. So, I mean...
R.I.P. Dale. Anyway, guys, that's it for season 2.
R.I.P. Dale. 2 best characters have been taken out here. And any character... Daryl, who's probably 3rd best, and Rick 4th best or whatever... I mean, both of them kind of go to shit.
Glenn already whipped at this stage.
Yeah, no, Glenn.
Herschel up Rick's ass.
What I would say is, I think this episode, Glenn was probably the best he's been in a long time.
Yep.
Just due to the fact he was questioning Rick.
Since he refilled the barn, probably.
Yeah, I think due to the fact he questioned Rick, like, I mean, that put him up a bit, but yeah, no, I mean, the characters do go downhill for you. I don't know what happened to Daryl, but he used to be like a smart ass, witty. He always had like a comeback. He just turns into like a mute. Oh, he's a mute, but he can hunt. I mean, fuck off. Do we care? Oh, some guy can hunt squirrels. Is that supposed to? Is that?
He was doing that and being good at the start. Why can't he do that and be good at later on?
He almost becomes domesticated.
Like, people claim it's like, oh, it's great character development. Yeah, people develop, but
is it really
he's the main guy.
It's not development. It gets worse.
It's an under fucking development.
Under development, or whatever you call it.
I don't know what you call it, but anyway,
Default?
what are you rating the season out of 10? I'm going to give it an 8.
I'll get an 8, but I've got a feeling if you add up the episode rankings, it would be a lot closer to a 7.
Yeah.
But I'll get an 8 because I think it needed more. I think you needed more action. Dialogue, I mean, some of the dialogue I thought was great. Like, I mean, dialogue I'd probably put close to a 10, but and some of the relationships and stuff like that, but action wise, I mean, need it better. I mean, that whole episode with the walker in the well, I mean, that was just retarded. I mean, yeah, no, I'll get
Saving Randall itself is fucking retarded. There's a lot of retardedness going on, damn it. But anyway, that'll do it. 7 for the episode, 8 for the season, till season 3. Can't remember what episode 1's called. Peace.